Hi there, everybody. Hope you're having a great day today. Can you hear me? Send me some hearts if you can hear me, because I'm using my microphone, so I'm not really sure. Awesome, great. Hi there, it's Kelly Klapstein here with Creative Scrapbooker Magazine, and I'm really excited. Hi, Beth. Wow, Puerto Rico. Haha, Judy. I'm excited to share some really cool coloring cards with Cahmeleon Pens. So here's a card that I designed, and no, I'm just joking. I didn't design it. This is what I want to share with you. So if you're not familiar with, yes, I know you will. If you're not familiar with Cahmeleon Pens, they're alcohol-based markers. I'm going to do a quick demo today. They come, this is a pack of, I think, 20. I forgot to check. There's a huge new extended pack that will be available soon if it's not available right now. Okay, why is this upside down? I don't know. Anyway, and so they have a special system where you can change the color tones and shades of the pen of one color. So I'll show you that in a minute. But what I wanted to tell you about and use these pens to demo with today are these color cards. So take a look. These color cards come in this little packet. It's about, I don't know, 4 by 6. Yeah, okay. Now those of you, okay, I'll be honest, if you don't color, you want these cards. And even if you do color, you want these cards. I'll show you why. I don't color much. So when you open this packet, you have a pocket here on the left, and you have coloring cards on the right. These come in 4 different sets. This one is flowers. I'll show you another set I have. This is called Zen. We all need Zen, don't we? Especially when we're coloring. So the flowers and Zen, there's also a nature pack and a tattoos pack. Okay, cool. So back to this. Open it up and you get how many cards? 16 cards. 2 of each design. So there are 8 designs. So I'll take you through a look at these designs. These again, this is the flower pack. There's 2 of each. Very, very thick paper that your, I know, tattoos, that your cards, your ink won't bleed through. So the paper cardstock quality is gorgeous. Yes, well, you know what, Judy? Look what I did. So I did my coloring, and then I took their black detail pen and I hand lettered thank you on it. But if you don't have this black, lettering skills, whatever, guess what you can do? You can just stamp anything you want. A happy birthday, a happy Easter, a happy spring, a thank you, a just thinking of you, blah, 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 blah. So many ideas for a stamp on these cards. Okay, so just to take a look, again, if you just popped in, this is the flowers set of the color cards from Cahmeleon Pens. And let's see what's, oh, I was tempted to do this one as well, but I chose the daffodils. Do you have these, Dana? Okay, so here's the pad, and these just pop out. So I'll go get the daffodils so I can show you what I did. These just come out like they have that adhesive, stuck in here. So this is how they pop out. Yeah, you need these cards. Well, Dana, you know how to color, but these cards are super helpful, and I'll show you why. So I took out my card. Then in this pocket, guess what? They have every design colored. An example for you to follow. And look at this symbol here. That's a sunshine, and that sunshine shows you where the light's coming from. So in this particular card, if the light is coming from this area, then you have some lighter parts on your flowers, right? Okay, so here they have the light source coming from here. Yes, I know, Candy. And so then they have the lighter edges over here and the darker edges here. So these color cards, You can go to CahmeleonPens.com to learn more about them, but you can do a Google search as well. Okay, so here's the tulips. There's the light source. Now, the other thing I wanted to show you, look at this one. Isn't that pretty? I know, all in one. And I don't have coloring skills. So if I can do this, let me tell you, you can do it too. Okay, now get ready. I'm flipping over this card. And look what they have here. A shading guide in grayscale. So you can use any colors you choose. So you can see where the dark spots are and the light spots. Isn't that brilliant? Okay, look at this one. Let's flip it over. Now, if I want to change up my colors, I know where my darker shading is and my lighter shading is. I don't have to choose these colors. Yes, it does show where the light hits. The light source is on this side. Okay, so let's take a look at the daffodil. This is the one I'm going to demo today. The light source hits on this side. Anyway, and then the shading. There's the shading. I know, super great for practicing. And I know a lot of you are excellent coloring artists like Dana. But then what do you do? How about this for traveling even? Oh, I'll just pop these back in here. Wait a second, I need my daffodil card. I'll take my daffodil card and pop the rest in here. And then I'll show you the other set quickly. Okay. So I show you the other set quickly and then I'll do a little bit of coloring. So here's the other set, Zen. I think a lot of local stores, like scrapbook stores, would have them. I know locally where I live, they have them. So you contact your local scrapbook stores and you can support your stores. And if they don't have them, some of them carry Cahmeleon pens and some don't. Okay, so let's take a look. Oh, I forgot to mention one thing about these coloring cards. So this is the Zen pack. And I like these. These are really, you know, the Zen tangle shapes. Very cool. So even if you want to learn how to Zen tangle, you have lots of pattern and design ideas here. Yeah, aren't they awesome? Yeah, very therapeutic. Exactly. So you could even color and then cut out some of these images and use them on cards as well. Look at this one. I like this one. Right? So I could even color out these images and use them even for mixed media, art journaling, Bible journaling. Dana, I am reading your mind. Dana, you and I are soul sisters. Oh, I love this. Isn't that cool? For cards, yes. So this is the Zen pack. There is a nature pack, and the fourth pack is tattoos. Anyway, I forgot to show you something. With the coloring card, you also get shown which colors they used, okay? So then you can go and do your own thing or not. So let's pop these back in. I know, stunning, right? And again, very heavyweight cardstock. Okay, now I'll do a little bit of a demo with the pen. This is all Cahmeleon. This is Cahmeleon Pens. These coloring cards are Cahmeleon Pens. So again, what I did is I took a flower card, right? There's 8 designs, 2 of each. I took it out of the pack, I took my guide, I colored it, and I popped it on my piece of Coordinations cardstock, right? And I stuck it on with my scrapbook adhesives by 3L Easy Runner. And here's the Coordinations cardstock I used. I used the Tim Holtz Ranger Distress Collection, and I think this one is called Mustard Seed. Oh, I don't have the tattoo one, I'm sorry, because I have a budget. But I would love to get it because it looks very cool. You know what? If you go to CahmeleonPens.com, CahmeleonPens.com, I wonder if it's on here. Oh, here we go. you will see examples of them. So you can search CahmeleonPens.com, take a screenshot if you like, and then you will see the tattoo set on there and also the nature set. Yeah. So oh, look at this, relaxing color therapy. So today you can say, hey, Kelly Klapstein with Creative Scrapbooker Magazine gave me some free therapy. They are alcohol markers, Dylan. So I'm going to show you right now quickly. I'll show you a quick demo of how they work. So they come in this neat box, nice box, and take a look at the box. Some of you know this. It flips up and you use it as a stand. Isn't that fun? Yeah, okay. So, sure, write it off as therapy. So there we go. I have that there. And then I have, this is the card I did, right? By following this. So I'm going to take the blank one and just kind of show you how that works. So first off, they tell me to get these colors out. Summer Sun, Seville Orange, Spring Meadow, and Fawn. Now, to be honest, I actually changed this up. So I changed up my tulip to purples, and I changed my bow to the blues. And I also added a second yellow. So I'm going to grab those right now. So I used Warm Sunset and Summer Sun for the daffodil. And I used Spring Meadow for the leaves. I used, oh, I don't know what I used actually. I can't remember. I think this is for the bow. I'm not going to do the whole thing. And then I need Seville Orange. Okay. So if you're not familiar with your Cahmeleon pens, they look a little bit different. And of course my dog starts barking. So they are an alcohol marker with two nibs. You have your brush nib. Sorry. There we go. So you have a brush nib. Oh, I am going to try to focus. There. So this is the brush tip. Yeah, Andrew, for coloring. And this is the nib tip. Now, look at this. There's a chamber here. So this is the basic idea of these pens. They have a chamber here so you can get many tones of your one color. So I'm going to open up that chamber. I'm going to take my brush end and I'm going to pop it into this, connect the two. And you can see then the toner in this, the fluid, the blending fluid flows down into the nib and you can see it getting lighter. And so by the amount of time you hold it here, the lighter it gets. And then as you color with it, it gets darker. I know, crazy, hey? So you don't need 10 yellow markers. All you need is one. Okay. So if you look at this light source here, now I held it for too long, so it's getting way too light. So I'm going to just open it up, and you'll see what I mean. I'm going to start at the edge of this petal on my blank one. They are amazingly amazing, Kathy. So you want to start, so my pen is super light now, so I'm going to start in this corner and move in. And as I color, it's going to get darker, right? Okay, I'm going to zoom in. Yeah, dog's barking, phone is ringing. Okay, so again, this nib, I hope it's clear. There we go. I'm going to zoom in a little bit more. And I'm going for this light effect. So I'm going to start, it's in here, and there's going to be almost no color there because I held it for so long. So to be honest, I'm just going to stay in the same spot and color until my color starts coming out. And now it's coming out. And it gets darker and darker and darker. Right? I know. Wow, hey? Now what you can do is you want it to be light again. You pop it back into the chamber. And the blending fluid is coming down to the tip, and it's lightening and lightening. Now remember, it lightens quite a bit, so let's try it for a shorter time. Okay, there you go. I know, so many cool effects. Now the other thing I wanted to show you is I'm going to put some dark there. Now you can see those edges, right? And here's another tip. When you're storing, just so you know, do not store your pens. Do not store your pens with this together, right? You want that to be separate. So I'm going to put the top on this and just show you what I'm going to do with the blending pen and put this together. So this chamber should always be empty and closed, and everything's closed up. Okay. Now I'm going to take, oopsies, you can kind of see some edges here, right? With the dark and the light. And if you're skilled colorist, you won't have the edges. Then you have the blending pen that comes with it, and it's colorless. Colorless blender. It has two tips. It has a nib, and it has a brush. Okay, I'm going to take the brush tip, and I am going to go over these areas that have that edge. And then my edge will blend in and disappear. So basically, I do this all the time. I go over this blending pen, and my edges disappear. So then you just get this seamless light and dark color, and it changes up like that. And then a darker color too, sure. So this might be hard to see. So let's try the purple. Okay, let's go to the violet. And I have, which one is this? Deep violet. Okay, it's hard to see. So I'm going to uncap my brush tip. I'm going to fuse it together, open up my chamber. Oh, wait a second. I took that off. Okay, now I'll put it in the chamber, and the tip connects. And we wait for that color to lighten up. Houdini. Yes. And there are other nibs that you can replace. So I'm going to look at my tulip here, and I'm going to start out light and see how light it is, and then it'll be darker on the bottom. And then I'm going to go back in and lighten up. And it's going to fuse and add some blending solution, lighten up my tip, and then I'll go in and add some color. So you can see the longer you hold it here, the lighter your color will be. Yeah, these pens are pretty cool. CahmeleonPens.com. They have videos there on Cahmeleon Pens. That's way better than this. Now, the other thing I like to do for these shading parts, I'm going to put this pen together, is I grab this blender pen all the time, and I just blend in all my colors. I just go all over it. Now, some of you who are expert colorists don't do this, but I do it. And then you get more of a seamless shading. Then I can go back if I want to and add something that's darker. I don't mind it, Liz. I find it pretty relaxing. So you can layer up your colors and then blend them in and just have fun. So you can see that lighten up. And you get your pretty flower that you're going to color, just like this. There you go. And I'll just show you the last thing that I did. A flick when coloring in. I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean, Judy. So, a flick when coloring in. Also in the pack is a detail pen with a 6mm nib and a 4mm nib. Yeah, the cap has to be super tight so they don't dry out. So I'll just show you how I did this lettering quickly. I used their detail pen. And the other thing you can do with, yeah, the caps are easy to keep organized and straight. The other thing you can do with your detail pen is you could take it and you could actually draw something else, add to this design. And like I could put these in a jar of water, but they have a bow, so I won't. So I could add this permanent marker everywhere, and then you can color over it. Yes, Judy, you could do that. You sound like you're an expert, Judy. Are you're making me look bad? No. Okay, so to do the thank you, I just took the detail pen, the permanent marker detail pen, and I just did this. I did some faux calligraphy. You know, and then I added my thin and thick lines in after. Of course, this isn't that great because I'm on Periscope rushing. Woo! That's nuts. So, yeah, just ignore that. This one is a little bit better, like that. So that's what you can do. You can stamp, or you can write in a sentiment. Just pop it onto your cardstock base, and then you have an instant card. There you go. And that's what you get. There's the better result. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed this little tutorial with the Cahmeleon pens. They're a really fun alcohol pen with all these different color gradations. The color cards are really a cute thing that you can make your own cards instantly, or just color them for fun. Thanks, Elizabeth. So enjoy. You can check out CahmeleonPens.com, and you will see lots of instructional videos, and there are free downloads as well. I'm trying to get this into focus, but it's not working. Anyway, you get the idea. Thanks, Elizabeth. Thanks, everybody. So have a great day, and thanks for tuning in with Creative Scrapbooker Magazine. Bye.